Hi Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for the month of March for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and this will not resonate for every single Capricorn out there. All right, you guys, let's get started. I'm going to shuffle some cards here to see what's going on for my Capricorns for the month of March. We have the Three of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, Judgment, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and then the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so Capricorn, some of you guys, I feel like, and this was kind of what's interesting, it's like there's something that you're done waiting on. And you're done waiting on it because I feel like it's been a while since, like you've been waiting for this thing to happen for a while, that you've like kind of given up a sense of hope for it. I'm also really getting that for some of you guys. It's like you're going to either get a message from your family this month that might upset you or might leave you guys feeling a little bit like closed off. There's something that needs to be healed. And I feel like when you heal it, it's going to start shifting and changing your external reality. It's going to start bringing in more luck for you guys. Wow, everyone else's was so much different than your guys's. Why you're not healing is something to do with your emotions. And it's attachment to some type of belief, some kind of judgment that you have here, Capricorn. And it has a lot to do with the stability, and it's like mental, it's like you're using your logical and what you're seeing physically, and you're using that as a way to rationalize something in your mind. But what's happening here, Capricorn, is you're not healing it because you're not like acknowledging the emotional aspect. How did it make you feel? When you're able to experience, okay, so say for instance, this family member or this lover or somebody that I'm with hurt me in some way, and you're looking at it from a very logical standpoint, what they did physically, and then how you think it through. But it's like you might be aware like you're emotionally unhappy. Obviously, like there's a lot of negative emotion there, but I don't think any of you have really sat down and understood it, you know, like what am I even feeling right now when it comes to this situation? Like you need to process that. And I feel like for the month of March, it will start to, like something might trigger you guys so that you can heal this, because you're healing toxic behavior that you've maybe exhibited for some time without knowing. And it's like we all have it, right? Like those negative habits that we have in our life, and it's like we're not even consciously aware of it. But I feel like you guys are consciously aware of whatever this is, or you will be, because I feel like you guys are going to be releasing it, and you're releasing it fast, because I feel like it's going to come in kind of like a fast movement. Like there's something is going to come in kind of fast, and it's going to really teach you guys what it is that you want, and it's going to teach you what it is that's going to bring you happiness, because whatever is coming in It's like you guys are going to be releasing things, but once you heal, that's when this is all going to, I feel like, is going to kind of take place in a way, because it's like you're going to have a moment to pause. And what's going to happen is you're going to realize what's going to make you happy. Because I feel like some of my Capricorns, you guys don't know what makes you happy, and you don't know because it's like you're always been afraid to explore that side of yourself. What is it that I want? What is it that I truly desire? How can I obtain it? And is it something like, how can I make my life better? It's like upgrading your beliefs, upgrading your life in a way. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, when you discover this, you're going to become completely anxious. I feel like some of you guys are going to be afraid to go after what it is that your heart desires, to go after what it is that what you really want, Capricorn. And I feel like it's going to be a slow, steady process, but I feel like in the end, you're going to have people there that are going to support you, or at least they're going to be there for your victory. Just be careful to see who to invest into wisely, you know? Because I get the gist that you're going to be around people that are going to be all supportive and happy for you when good things start to come your way. But I feel like, Capricorn, that you're going to have some people that are going to be kind of like wanting something out of you. So be kind of careful, because I feel like some of you guys might not necessarily get what it is that you were hoping for, but something better might come in instead. So like if you had a belief like, oh, my happiness lies with a specific person or a specific thing, it's like that's one of the things you have to release. You have to let go of the judgment about a situation or about how something has to come about. So instead of sitting there saying, oh, well, this person has to come in this way, just say, okay, whenever this person comes in, however they come in, I know that I can receive it and understand it. And if this person doesn't come right, then I know that I can set a boundary. So instead of saying, okay, well, this person has to be this way and it has to go that way, and then you fixate on it for so long, that's what's slowing down your healing. That's what's slowing down your your benefits, essentially, everything that you're going to be gaining from this, the wisdom, the health, the wealth, like you're going to be gaining things from this experience when you really learn to heal and release it. Because the second you release it, I get this sense that you guys are going to level up energetically. Like, you know what I mean? Like when we reach certain thresholds in our healing, some things just shift and it changes things drastically in our physical world, or things just kind of like seem, it's always like when good things are about to happen, it's almost like sometimes bad things start to just like pile up, or things start to kind of happen and you're like, oh my gosh, why is everything hitting me at once? And it's because you need to stay in that high vibration. You need to stay in a way where you can acknowledge, okay, things are falling apart because new things are going to fall into place. So instead of being terrified of what you're losing or what's happening, start to say, okay, hide and go seek, where is my blessing? And just start looking for it, literally, like everywhere you go. Because when you start to explore parts of yourself, when you open up closets that you've kind of kept things, like swept things under the rug, right? When you start to like go on a scavenger hunt for your blessing, when you just put yourself in that mindset, like, okay, this is a game. Where is the hidden gift? Where is the blessing in this? And just go at it from that perspective. It's going to be a lot easier for you guys to see the blessings, to become more grateful, and then to be able to release whatever this is. Because I feel like for some of you guys, this is like a story that you've told yourself, or this is just something, again, where it's like you just didn't receive what it is that you were hoping for, something that you wanted. And I feel like you just feel this sense of disappointment, this sense of dread, this sense of like, why me, in a way. And it's okay. But once you learn to heal and process it emotionally, and once you're able to release it, I feel like things are just going to really shift for you guys. This is a very positive reading. I felt like all the other ones was a little more negative. Well, they weren't really negative, but they just, with you guys, it's like, I feel like you're right on that brink of leveling up a next level, like a whole new, like you were at, say, like level A, and now you graduated level A, now you're going into level B. It's kind of that. It's exciting. It's like you're graduating and going to a new class. And it's like, this is the last remaining bit. So for some of you guys, you're tired. You just don't feel like you can keep going anymore. You feel like you always have to keep pushing yourself, and you always think, oh, when is this going to end? Or it's like this fear, because you know something's coming in your life, but you don't know what it is. And it's like this sense of like, oh my gosh, what is this? And although you want to release this toxicity, or you want to release these old behaviors and old habits, there's still this sense of fear, this sense of, I don't know what will happen next, kind of a feeling. So I felt intuitively drawn to just pull a card for you guys, and then have that just be the closing card that we have at the end. So I'm just going to pull it now so that it's just here for us. Ooh. All right. But I feel like what's really happening too is you're having to learn to have compassion for yourself here, Capricorn, because you're going to have those moments where you're going to feel unworthy of the things that you want. And that's something that you're going to have to let go of in order to upgrade, in order to go up to the next level. So really working through that is really going to help you guys. Because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to get what we want. It's just we have this fear that we can't have it. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers here just to get a little bit more details. I like that. Whoa, this just flew everywhere. I kind of feel like, I don't know, I feel the need to take it, so I'm going to take it. I feel for a lot of you guys with this Three of Wands, I was really sensing just disappointment, just so much disappointment. It's like you aren't waiting for anything anymore. And whatever it was that you were waiting for, you're not waiting for it now. But it's like this sense of sadness that kind of comes with it. This was a burden for you. This was painful for you guys. And to hold on to this hope, or to hold on to whatever this was in in the past, really caused you guys to really shut down in a way, because it feels like this, whatever happened, you felt like you had to move forward. You had no choice. You can't keep staying still. And I think it has a lot to do with this, again, this kind of this emotional, you're focusing so much on the lack, or you're focusing so much on the disappointment. It's like you're focusing on the judgment of it. Mentally, you're focusing on it mentally, but you need to feel it. And that's where the healing will take place. And I also get, for some of you guys, I am so guilty of this, okay? If you feel like you need to cry, just cry. I have this tendency of wanting to hold back my tears. I'll start crying and then I'll hold back my tears. And it's painful. Just allow yourself to cry it out, Just give yourself that compassion. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, this was difficult for you, because some of you felt like it's interesting. It's like you felt like you didn't have very many options, but the options that you did were the options that you were aware of just didn't feel good to you, just didn't feel right to you. And that's something else that was just very bothering for you, because now you feel like you had to be defensive about this. And then when anybody ever brings it up or ever talks about it, you're back into that defense. You're triggered again to protecting yourself, because it's like you felt like, okay, it's interesting. It's like you want to speak your truth. You really want to speak your truth, but there's a piece of you that's holding yourself back from doing so. Because there's something you want to just put yourself out there. You want to I'm just getting that you guys could have caught people in lies or in cheating or deceiving. There's something here where I just kind of get this sense that it was just too much for you guys. This is a lot of information. I feel like a lot of you guys have just had so many ups and downs, and you guys have just gone through so much emotionally. And honestly, a lot of people probably have never seen you break down or really seen you doing any of this work. And it's like people are maybe jealous of what's going to come in for you. I'm just getting here, Capricorn, that maybe you're around people that just, maybe you need to cut out, or there's some kind of connection here that you want to heal, but it's hard and difficult to do. And so you're just kind of like saying, okay, I'm giving up the waiting. I'm not going to wait anymore. I deserve to move forward, but I'm just going to like let God or let the universe handle this. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Because it's like, what will make you happy emotionally. What's going to make you feel stable. I think some of you guys have really thought things through in your life about what it is that you do want and what it is that you are hoping for. I do actually see that a lot of you guys are very kind of like consciously aware of the things that you might desire. But again, maybe you're just afraid to really go after it or really just achieve it here. And I'm also getting too that whatever message that you're going to receive, it was kind of, it impacted you emotionally. And I feel like this was something that's kind of left a lot of you guys feeling stuck. You felt stuck. You felt upset because you felt like you couldn't change the situation. Yeah, see, you didn't feel like you got appropriate reciprocation. You felt like this person that you were dealing with kept a lot from you. You felt like you had to defend yourself. You felt like you had to prove your point. And I'm also just kind of getting that this person either didn't care or they just didn't really take you seriously. This is something that has also left you guys feeling pretty heartbroken and upset. And like rightfully so. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you're letting that keep you stuck. And I feel like it's because you put in so much work and this person really wasn't willing to work with you. But I think this blessing is that you guys are going to feel a sense of control again. When you start to heal this, you're going to feel like you're taking back a piece of your power. You're going to feel a lot more abundant. You're going to be juggling whether or not you're going to even want to do certain things anymore, because some of the stuff that you think that you want, Capricorn, in the end, you might realize that you're lucky that didn't manifest. Or like, it's almost like be careful what you wish for kind of a thing. Sometimes I'm very glad that the things that I wished would have happened didn't happen, because when you see it in the long run, it's like, oh, that's probably a good thing that I didn't get everything I wanted. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, this disappointment is going to eventually lead you to your abundance, because it's going to teach you something. It's going to help you get onto the road of what it is that you actually need and really want. And it's going to make you feel more fulfilled in the long run than what this would have done. Because I feel like it was built on faulty foundation to begin with. And even the idea of whatever this was could have also been kind of just built on a sense of what you think you would be happy with, rather what's actually best for you. And that's what I'm getting here. Oh my gosh, with that 9 of spades there, I'm sensing again, guys, really fixated on the situation. Mentally, you go over this over and over again in your head here, Capricorn, and it's like you're reliving the trauma or you're reliving the pain over and over and over and over again, and it just keeps re-triggering your emotional field. And that's why you're not healing, is because all you're doing is just like stimulating your nervous system, but you're not working through it. You're not letting it heal so that it doesn't do that again. So it doesn't trigger it again. So instead of just like glossing over it, we really need to dig into it and really understand the root cause of the situation, because it's whatever it is that you're investing into here. And I'm also just getting that for a lot of you guys, you felt like you could, like whatever it was that you said, you told this person you wanted stability. And I'm getting that that's something that you've been really wanting, is the stability, the investment. I feel like a lot of you guys could be dealing with an air sign. It doesn't have to be, though. So like Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Yeah. I'm really getting here, you guys, that this just leads to me feeling like a lot of you feel like you have to defend yourself, because this feels like a kind of like a toxic situation, or it's like perceived to be toxic. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, this situation or whatever this was for you is something that really had to awaken you to understanding parts of yourself, to really getting to know who you really were. And a lot of you guys, you got to really like learn to kind of calm down the mind a bit. Yes, you have a lot of insecurities, but I feel like you're going to overcome those insecurities. You're going to balance it out, but you have to really come at it from, okay, so am I perceiving the situation maybe in a different way? You know, could my perception, right now I was about to say perception popped out. Could my perception be wrong? You know, and I feel like a lot of you guys have asked the universe for help, or asked the universe to help you heal in this situation. And again, we got balance again at the bottom of the deck. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to really find your balance, but like shifting that perception about this, because I feel like with that Judgment card, and again with that like feeling this sense of like needing to understand something, always overthinking something, I get this feeling that a lot of you guys, because with that 9, like you guys are just anxious and you're overthinking it, you're defensive about it, you're worrying about it. And again, you're thinking of the worst case scenarios, and that's what's keeping you guys stuck. And when you stop looking at it from such a negative viewpoint, eventually it's going to make sense to you and things are going to start to kind of fall into place. But you're viewing it like you have to defend and protect yourself, and perhaps you had to. But when you're out of it, you know, you have to like find a way to release that so that it doesn't stay stuck inside of you, that you don't still have that wound. So I feel like a lot of you guys right now, you're going to be really going within. And I think that for the month of March, it's going to be kind of an interesting dilemma for you, because you're going to be in this, kind of in this unsteady energy a little bit. And I don't think it's going to be too bad of an energy. It's just going to be like an off energy. Something feels off. And it's going to be because you guys are in this stage of the in-between where you're going to be able to move past this situation and heal, but it's going to send you on a next level. And that's really what I'm getting. So a lot of you guys working through these insecurities is really going to help you guys overcome this. And even working on the insecurities is going to shift the energy to even help you change the perception that you held about it. So a lot of you guys, that's kind of something that you needed to just go through an experience in order to really let this go for once and for all. So let's pull the last card here, closing message. We have loneliness. When you stop fearing your loneliness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Yeah, a lot of you guys might feel very lonely. This feels like a lonely path for you, something that you feel like you've had to work towards on your own. And maybe you really wanted people to be there to support you, but it's like this is teaching you to become more self-efficient, teaching you to rely on yourself more, to trust yourself more. And in doing so, you're going to call upon people that are going to be worth your time, people that are going to be worth they're going to be there for you. They're going to love you. They're going to respect you. They're going to care for you. And they're going to treat you like you're a human being. They're going to treat you like somebody that you deserve to be treated. Because I feel like some of you guys have could have dealt with feeling like you were objectified in a way, you know? Some of you guys really have lost a sense of your power. You've lost a sense of worth. And that's something that you're gaining back. And once you start like letting go of the insecurities, all it's going to do is just up level your energy to where you're going to be attracting so many more people. So your life might start to become a little hectic. You might start to feel alone. You might start to feel like you don't really have people around you. And it's only because you're kind of starting to up level new people and meeting new people. And that's really going to expand your horizons. So that's basically what I have here for my Capricorns for the month of March. So I feel like it's a very positive energy, and I really hope and wish you guys the best of luck working through these issues and insecurities. But I really feel like a lot of you guys are already tackling it and starting to accomplish it already. So good for you guys. I'm happy to see this as a positive reading. So that's what I have for my Capricorns. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye.